Okay, we're going to now talk about maximizing profit. So to maximize a formula, that's our goal. Anytime I'm looking for a maximum or a minimum, it's going to happen at a critical point. And we already talked about that before. A critical point is where your derivative of your function goes to zero. But I need the profit function. So what is the profit function? Profit's pretty straightforward. Profit of any quantity is the amount of money I make in cash, called revenue, minus what I'm going to pay in cash, called cost. That's my profit function. So just using logic, I'm going to find this function, I'm going to take its derivative, and I'm going to set it equal to zero. So I need, let's see, revenue and cost. Well, I've got cost. So got that figured out, but what's my revenue? This over here does not look like revenue, and this is not. This is a demand function. And the demand function gives me the mathematical relationship between my price per unit and the amount of units I'm going to sell. So those change. If I want to get my quantity higher, I'm going to lower my price. If I want my price higher, it's going to lower my cost, my quantity. Sorry, but it doesn't give me my revenue. So first of all, let's talk about what the definition of revenue is. Revenue is equal to price times quantity. And I need everything in terms of Q. And I know what my price is. So I have to create my functions from my given information. So my revenue function is going to equal the price times quantity. I'm going to simplify this to get my revenue function. Distributive property is 12Q minus, let's see, that Q is going to be what? Q squared over 500. That's my revenue function. So my profit function equals the revenue minus cost. And my cost is 680 plus 4Q plus, what is that? That's ugly looking plus 0.01Q squared. Make sure you're using those grouping symbols properly. So my profit function equals 12Q minus Q squared over 500 minus 680 minus 4Q. Let me make sure I wrote that right. Yes. Minus 4Q minus 0.01Q squared, and I need to combine like terms. Q's are combined with Q's. Let me just put a border here so I don't mix my values. 12Q minus 4Q is 8Q. And then I have Q squareds and Q squareds. And I'm probably going to put these in fractions, but that's okay. My calculator can handle that. Let's see. I'm going to have negative 1 over 500 minus 0.01, let's get this answer as a fraction, 3 over 250, negative. Oops. Q squared minus 680. I now finally have my profit function. I've got a profit function, and I want to find the max value, which means take its derivative and set it equal to 0. So let's do that. P prime of Q equals 8 minus, let's see, 6 over 250 Q set equal to 0. Okay, so now I'm going to solve this. Let's see, I'm going to move that negative 6 over 250Q to the other side. And now I'm going to take that 8 and I'm going to multiply it by that 250 and I'm going to divide it, 250, and I'm going to divide it by 6. And I'm going to get 333.33. 0.33 repeating. And find the production level that will maximize my profit. This is a production level, a Q, because it needs to be in a quantity for production level, of 330.33. Probably want to round it to the nearest unit. It depends on the actual question on the computer. I'll round it appropriately. But that's what will produce the largest profit possible. So again, the situation. I want to find a maximum, which means a derivative of a function needs to be set equal to 0. Then I had a lot of work to find that function, my profit function. After I found the function and I simplified it, then I took its derivative and set it equal to 0.